All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? Today we're doing something a little different.
A little intriguing, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely intriguing. So instead of like a whole big topic, we're going to really get granular with one single source.
One fragment.
One fragment, exactly. And it's a doozy.
Oh, it is.
Because it's connected to, Hernán Cortés.
Cortés, yeah.
Conquistador, changed the course of history. Huge deal.
Big impact.
Big impact. And we always think like big sweeping narratives. This is not that.
No.
This is like getting a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
And they're only like 6 pieces, and they're all from the edge.
Exactly.
That's what we're working with here.
And they might not even fit together.
And it might not even fit together. All right, so to set this up, what is this source?
Well, it's typed.
It's typed,
Yeah.
which is already a little weird.
Yeah, it's not handwritten. It's
It's not what you expect.
not from that period.
Not from that period.
Yeah.
Right, and it's got like these weird brackets and symbols.
Almost like somebody took a modern word processor to a really old text.
Yeah, it's like it got glitched somehow.
Exactly.
Okay, so are you ready for the actual text?
Hit me.
Christian Lejarin, Criaanlajarin.
Yeah, that's something else.
What's I'm saying? That's what we're working with, people. All right, so thankfully we have an expert here who I'm hoping can shed some light.
Well, I mean, the first thing is, you're right, it is bizarre, but that's kind of the point with historical sources, right? They're not supposed to make sense.
That's true.
Like, they're not these neat little packages, right? This is how it comes to us.
Right.
This is the raw material. And so we have to, as historians, look at this and go, okay, what can we figure out?
Okay, so how do you even start? You're looking at this like, where do you even begin?
So you start with what you do have.
Okay.
We have this very specific formatting. We have this repetition of the name, right? Christian Lejarin.
Christian Lejarin. Yeah, and it's like typed out normal, and then it's like spaced out. Like, what is going on?
It's like somebody was unsure how to type it.
Right, okay.
And then we've got those symbols. And honestly, those are the most intriguing part to me.
Those are interesting, yeah, because they look almost digital.
They do. They look like a corrupted file.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. And so that makes me think, okay, this is probably a later transcription. This might not be from the period.
Okay.
But it could be a transcription of something much older.
So this could be like someone in like the 1980s trying to type up something from the 1500s and it like messed up.
It's possible. We don't know.
Oh my God.
And that's the thing, right? We're working with possibilities here.
Okay, so but you're saying it's probably not someone like sitting next to Cortés writing this down.
Probably not. Although you never know.
Okay.
But okay, let's talk about Christian Lejarin.
Yes, who is this?
Who is this person? We don't know. We don't know if this is a scribe, if this is somebody who is connected to Cortés in some way.
Could it be a rival? Could it be like his nemesis?
It could be. It could be a rival. It could be an ally. It could be a completely unrelated document that somehow their name got attached to this fragment.
This is wild. Okay, so we don't have a lot to go on.
We don't have a lot to go on, but what we do have is this little puzzle piece, and it tells us that there's a much bigger picture out there.
So it's less about like rewriting the history books and more about just like appreciating how much we don't know.
Exactly. And how much is left to discover, and how even these little fragments can spark our curiosity.
Yeah.
Right? Like this Christian Lejarin. Who was this person? Maybe we'll never know.
Right.
But it gives us this sense of wonder about the past.
It's like those, like you see those threads on a tapestry you pull and you're like, oh, it's a whole other section.
Exactly.
And you had no idea, and now you're like down the rabbit hole.
And that's what makes history so fascinating. It's not just the big stories. It's these little mysteries that really draw us in.
So I love that, we're not getting answers today. We're getting more questions.
Always more questions. That's the lifeblood of history.
And maybe some of our listeners have some ideas. Maybe somebody out there's like, oh, I know exactly what that weird symbol is.
I hope so.
That would be amazing. So keep that curiosity alive. And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to uncover the next historical mystery.